Hello friends, my name is Faith. Welcome to your 20-minute yoga flow for balance. Today we'll focus on cultivating steadiness in both your body and your mind. Balance isn't about perfection, it's about finding grace in the wobbles and staying present in the process. If you're on a carpeted floor, these balancing poses might be a little trickier to grasp because of the cushion, but still embrace the wobbles without judgment and keep trying. If you have yoga blocks or a couple of hard copy thick books and a strap or even a bathrobe belt, pause this video to retrieve them and keep them at the front edge of your mat. These can help provide support and help deepen some of the poses we'll explore. Let's begin by standing at the top of your mat. Bring your hands together at heart center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Begin to just arrive in this moment. Notice your breath, its depth and pace. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale fully through your mouth. Set an intention for today's practice. If you can't think of an intention, I'd like to offer up the intention of balance, not only in your physical practice, but also finding balance in your mind and your breath. Whatever your intention is, hold it in your heart as we flow through this practice. Lower your arms by your sides for mountain pose or Tadasana. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Press evenly into all four corners of your feet, feeling the ground beneath you. Inhale to sweep your arms overhead for banana pose. Wrap your right hand around your left wrist and place your left foot in front of your right foot. Exhale to lean to the right. Stay for a breath, sending it to your left side body. And come back to mountain pose with your hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, banana pose on the other side. Wrap your left hand around your right wrist and right foot in front of your left foot. Exhale to lean to the left. Take a deep breath here. And return to mountain pose. Place your hands on your thighs for standing cat-cow. Inhale for cow pose. Lift your chest and your gaze, drawing your shoulders back for a gentle back bend. And exhale, cat pose. Round your spine and tuck your chin towards your chest. Flow through a few more cycles, linking your breath with your movement. If your mind starts to wander, use your breath to come back to the present moment. Find some stillness. Bring your feet together or keep them hip-width apart for chair pose. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And exhale to sink your hips back as if you were sitting in a chair. From here, lift your heels off the mat, balancing on the pinky toe and big toe ball mounts of your feet. Find your drishti or your point of focus. Focusing on a single point during challenging balancing poses helps maintain steadiness and stability, allowing you to stay grounded rather than being distracted by your surroundings. Lower your heels to the mat. Let's repeat 2 more times, noticing how your body adjusts to stay balanced. Inhale to lift your heels and hold. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Extend your legs back to standing, lowering your arms by your sides and bringing your feet hips-width distance apart. Inhale to cactus your arms, drawing your shoulder blades together. And exhale for eagle pose or Garudasana. Cross your right arm under your left, wrapping it around until you can place your right fingertips in your left palm. Bend your knees and cross your right leg over your left, wrapping your foot behind your calf if possible. Inhale to lift your chest, and exhale to sink deeper. Find your drishti and stay present with your breath. Hold for 2 breath cycles. Unravel and come back to mountain pose. Inhale to cactus your arms. And exhale to switch sides by crossing your left arm under your right and cross your left leg over your right. Sink into this pose, breathing deeply for a few breath cycles. Allow any wobbles to come and go without judgment. When you're ready, gently release and come back to mountain pose, hands by your sides. Start to shift your weight into your right foot for tree pose. Ground through your big toe, pinky, and heel ball mounts. Bring your left foot to your ankle, calf, or inner thigh, avoiding your knee. Bring your hands together at heart center. Find your drishti for balance. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. And exhale to root down into your standing leg. Hold here for a few breaths, growing your branches if you'd like more of a challenge. Release your left foot to meet your right. Shake everything out before we move on to the next side. Shake out your hands, your legs, your whole body. Find some stillness. Let's switch sides by grounding into all 3 corners of your left foot. Bring your right foot to your chosen position and hands together at heart center. Find your drishti and use your breath to stay grounded. Inhale deeply and exhale, embracing the wobbles. Hold here for a few breaths, maybe growing your branches if you choose to do so. Slowly release, giving your body one more shake before we move into our next pose. Find some stillness. Inhale to raise your arms and interlace all of your fingers except for your pointer fingers. Keep your right foot planted as you hinge from your hips and float your left foot up and back for Warrior 3 or Virabhadrasana 3. Keep your gaze steady, finding your drishti on the floor in front of you. You can keep your arms where they're at or place your hands together at heart center. Or if you'd like and you have blocks or books, you can place them under your hands for support. Engage your core and lengthen from your lifted heel to the crown of your head. Breathe deeply here. And if you'd like more of a challenge, we'll open up into half moon pose, placing your right hand on a book or a block and stacking your hips while opening up your whole front body to the left side of your mat. Extend your left arm towards the sky and find your drishti. Take a deep inhale and exhale. If you're in half moon pose, start to draw your left arm and left hip gently down so that your hips face the floor before releasing your leg to the mat. Take a moment to reset, standing tall in mountain pose, letting your arms relax by your sides. Roll your shoulders back and take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale fully through your mouth, grounding yourself before we move on to the other side. When you're ready, inhale to raise your arms and interlace your fingers, keeping only your pointer fingers extended. Root firmly into your left foot as you hinge forward from your hips, floating your right leg back into Warrior 3. Adjust your arms to a position that feels more supportive. Overhead, hands at heart center, or using blocks or books under your hands. Stay connected to your breath, engaging your core and keeping your gaze steady on your drishti. If half moon pose is in your practice today, lower your left hand to your block or the mat and open your hips up to the right side of the room. Extend your right arm toward the sky and take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale as you gently lower your right hand. Let both hips face the floor as you slowly release your back leg and come into mountain pose with your hands together at heart center. Pause in stillness for a moment before moving on. We've worked our way up to be able to get into this next pose. So when you're ready, find your bathrobe belt or strap or whatever you have and place it in your hands. Shift your weight into your right foot for dancer pose. Bend your left knee and hold onto your left foot with your left hand behind you, or if you have a strap or the bathrobe belt, you can loop it around your foot for support. Inhale to reach your right arm forward, and exhale to kick your left foot into your hand or strap, lifting your leg behind you. Focus your gaze on your drishti and hold here for 2 breath cycles. Come back up before releasing your foot into mountain pose. Take a deep inhale, filling your lungs completely. And exhale, releasing any stale air at the bottom of your lungs. We'll switch sides by grounding into your left foot. Bend your right knee and hold onto your foot with your right hand or use your strap. Reach your left arm forward and kick your right foot back into your hand. Breathe deeply for a couple of breath cycles, holding steady. And when you're ready, gently come back up and release into mountain pose. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips and gently lower yourself into a yogi squat. Take a couple of grounding breaths here, pressing your elbows into your knees. And on your next exhale, lower your sit bones all the way down to the mat. Extend your legs long, keeping a micro bend in your knees. Inhale to reach your arms to the sky and lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward over your legs for a seated forward fold, reaching for your shins, ankles, or feet. If you have your strap, you can loop it around your feet to pull yourself closer and fold deeper. Use your breath to soften any tension in your hamstrings, your back, and your shoulders. Relax your jaw and your entire face. Stay here for a few breath cycles. When you're ready, unfold and come to lie down on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together for a butterfly pose. Let your knees fall open and your hands rest gently on your belly. If you'd like more sensation, bring your feet closer towards you. And for less sensation, scoot your feet away from you into more of a diamond shape. Let go of any holding as you feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly with every breath. When you're ready, extend your legs long in front of you for our final and most important pose of the day, Shavasana. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms facing up, or place your left hand on your heart and right hand on your belly. Close your eyes and allow your entire body to relax 100% into this present moment. Feel the steadiness and the grounding we've cultivated here today. Rest here for just a moment, letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. And take a big good morning stretch, reaching your arms above your head and pointing your toes. Inhale to tense your whole body. And exhale to release and soften. Roll onto one side and press yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center and take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today. Carry this sense of balance and calm with you into the rest of your day. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.